Good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Chelsea Smith. It's almost 8 o'clock tonight. We did get to see some of that sunshine today. It was poking through the clouds. The sun is about to set in about 15 minutes. And right now we have more cloud cover than that across the entire tri-state. You can see that with our quad view of the tri-state tower cams. Just a lot of cloudiness, and that's going to be the case for the next several days. Our chance for rain continues to decrease over the course of the next several days as well. Don't think it's going to be completely rain-free for the first part of the week, but really not expecting those torrential rains that we have been seeing. So that's the good news, and it probably won't be as widespread either. So let's look at our temperatures. We'll start it off there. We warmed up close to 70 degrees. Some may have actually reached that 70 degree mark, but now those temperatures are falling down into the 50s for some, 57 in Novelty, 59 in Keokuk. The rest are holding on to that low to mid 60 range. Here's our today high temperatures. High of 69, a little bit farther to the south, got up into the 70s. And as we look at our winds right now, as I said, it's turning a little breezy. Right now the winds are coming out of the west behind a cold front, the rain to our east, and those wind gusts are around 25 miles per hour. When I stepped outside, it was like someone turned on a fan. It wasn't really that breezy earlier in the day, but as I mentioned last night, as we went on throughout the afternoon and into the evening, those winds were going to start to pick up. And here's our satellite radar view of the winds wrapping around that low pressure system. And I'm going to put this in a loop so you can see out ahead of that cold front, we have some of those storms starting to enter or starting to move into central Indiana, stretching into Kentucky as well, actually stretching the whole entire state. We really missed out on those thunderstorms. We had some rain this morning, possibly a few storms, but most of that, we really missed out on some of that strong thunderstorm activity because it really moved through our area before we saw some of that daytime heating. So now a lot of that has cleared out of our area. As I was mentioning earlier, a few isolated showers will be possible this evening. You can see some of that rain wrapping around the center of that low pressure system. But for the most part, I think most of us will stay dry tonight. Now that low pressure system, it's going to start to slow down in its track eastward, and part of that is because of Tropical Storm Arthur off the East Coast. So we aren't going to be directly impacted by Tropical Storm Arthur, but it is going to start to slow down as it gets closer. As that storm system over top of us, actually starting to move off to the east, is slowing down. That's why tomorrow and Tuesday not completely rain-free, as it could kick in a few more of those isolated showers. But let's look at Tropical Storm Arthur. Right now it's off the coast of the Carolinas, really going to be impacting North Carolina. The strongest would be tomorrow. Current wind speeds are 45 miles per hour, so sustaining that the status of the tropical storm, not expecting it, the National Hurricane Center not expecting it to get up to that hurricane status. That would have to be the winds getting up to 74 miles per hour or greater. So going to keep the system. This is the first tropical storm system of the hurricane season. A little early in the season, but again, this is going to have a slight impact on our weather pattern here in the tri-state. So coming up on WGEM News at 10, less rain is on the way, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. I'll be going over kind of when we could see a few isolated showers for the first part of the week coming up on WGEM News at 10. Tomorrow, it is going to be unseasonably cool for this time of year, and also the winds will most likely stick with us throughout the day. However, a warming trend will be moving back in for the second half of the work week. We're going to see those temperatures return back to those seasonal averages and even above where we typically are for this time of year. We're even looking at some of those 80s returning by next weekend. So I have all that and more coming up on WGM News at 10, so make sure you do join me then. All right, let's see if there's any questions. Hi, Gail. Thank you for watching. And Fred. Jerry's watching from Cahokia, Missouri. Hi, Reggie. And hi, Seth. And Seth, yes, I have seen the movie Twister. I don't think I could call myself a meteorologist if I hadn't seen that. One of my favorite movies. All right, so I don't see any questions. I'll have your full forecast coming up on WGM News at 10 tonight.